Hey everyone, this is Karen Waksman, founder of Retail MBA. Today we're going to be talking about product distributors. So if you have a great product perfect for stores and you're trying to figure out how to work with product distributors, this training will give you some things to think about and how to get started today. With that said, let's get started on today's training. So let's talk about distributing products. If you have a product that you love, you've created, you believe in, and you're just trying to make money, that's basically distributing. You're distributing your product out to the world. And the problem people have is they create these amazing products and then they don't know what to do with them. So when I first got started in the business selling products, we went after chain stores. I worked for a manufacturer. He created these amazing, initially it was jewelry and accessories, fashion. I worked in New York. I worked in the fashion industry. That was my original interest in selling to stores. It was a childhood dream to move to New York and do all these cool things. And I did it. And when I went, we had to try to sell to all the fashion retailers. Eventually, I obviously started building out, becoming a generalized manufacturer's rep. But originally, it started out as fashion. And when I went out to sell to chain stores who would be able to buy my product on a massive scale, honestly, I did it because I wanted to make money as fast as possible. So one way to distribute your product is to sell to the bigger retailers. And the reason I say that is because to utilize your product out in the world by making as much money as possible, because they have a lot of feet on the street, a lot of people working in their stores, a lot of products being sold, millions of eyeballs online, anything you can think of, these chain stores have figured out how to generate more money than you can imagine, and you can get a piece of that. And as a sales rep, I wanted to go as big as possible because that's what I thought where the money was. And that was my interest. My personality was chain stores. I liked this concept. We sold to all the biggies, and eventually I started building out Retail MBA years later, educating people on how I got products in the stores in every product category and so forth. And you can take a look at what we're up to at retailmba.com. That is one way to distribute your products. And if you're interested in that, you can learn more because we have training and coaching on how to do that. However, there were certain products that came out on our list of products that we were selling that didn't make sense for chain stores. Another way you can distribute a product basically is selling to the HSN QVC market, right? That's a different way to distribute your product. And the reason I say this is because there's basically a dozen ways to sell products, give or take. There's selling to online retailers, HSN, QVC, licensing your products, selling to catalogs, selling to corporations, selling locally, working with Groupon Goods and other online retailers, selling internationally. It goes on and on. Every way you make money is really another strategy. And I call distributing basically strategies on generating revenue. Now, we only have a few minutes here, but the essence of this little recording is to explain to you that you have to look at your product and really think about where do you think your money's going to come from? Is it really a mass appeal product for chain stores? Can a lot of people like this product wherever you are on the planet? Then you should go after chain stores. If you really don't think that it's a mass appeal product, then maybe you want to go on HSN QVC, which is ideally for women of an older age. That's generally the population, or people with buying gifts for their family members, that type of stuff. That depends on your product. If you are really, then you might want to go after the local retail market, which includes boutiques, mom and pop shops, convenience stores, whatever it is of your type of product, but they are basically another revenue stream, another distribution strategy that you need to think about, because some products just work great in those environments. It really depends on you. Again, if you want to get your products to a lot of people, but not too big of scale, mail order catalogs can be great for you. They have a lot of opportunity there in that they specialize. They have it broken down by types of products. And also you have to have products that are great visually, right? In a catalog, you're seeing a lot of pictures and stuff like that. There's ways to make money with your consumer product brand. And my goal here is just to get you to understand that if you take them time to understand your product, you can make a fortune. I generally teach people, don't go after just one strategy, go after multiple strategies. Now, if you want to learn about each individual strategy, you can go to retailmba.com. We have books actually that will walk through each of the strategies that we've put together for you so you can understand each one of these to see if your product makes sense for that. Some people could never sell to a chain store, but a corporation with an HR division might be perfect for them. Or some people would be great for spas and hair care salons, others for gyms. They're a very different strategy, and it's all about distributing. So if you want to learn more, you should just take a look at all the stuff that we do. That's what we do. We help people make money. This is Karen Waksman, Retail MBA. I hope this explained distributing, and please be on the lookout for additional videos we create. We try to start talking about the different ways to think about your product, and that's why we create these short videos. Thanks so much.